Good morning! Good morning! Welcome to Ano Na Bev, Best Express Views, coming to you from the PHLV radio studio in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of this America. Your hub for information and discussion only on Ano Na Bev, Best Express Views. So viewers, don't just watch and smile. Hit that button to subscribe, share, and like. Love, 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 love. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at Bev Llorente, on Instagram at Bev Llorente. And subscribe to I Want TFC and PHLV Radio, Ano Na Bev. Joining me this morning is Coach Dax Timbol, lifestyle and endurance coach, Ironman certified coach and certified sports nutritionist and chef. Ano na, Dax?
Hello mga kabeb. Nandito na naman ako. Mga ka-Zone 2, kumusta kayo dyan? Hello.
Diba? Welcome back to the show, Dax, because we have a special guest. I asked Dax personally, specially to join me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to an extraordinary individual who embodies the true meaning of perseverance, dedication, and passion. Julie Uychiat! Yay!
Hello, everyone.
She is a powerhouse triathlete, runner, and cyclist who has accomplished an awe-inspiring feat that very few can claim. Ayan. So, she recently dominated the World Marathon Challenge, a grueling event that challenges participants to run 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. O, diba, Dax?
Grabe,
So
Julie.
what's even more impressive is that Julie finished first in the women's division, becoming the first Filipina and fastest Filipino to conquer this incredible feat, diba?
Oh.
So her unwavering determination, unwavering spirit, and unwavering commitment to excellence make her a true inspiration for all of us. And her story will undoubtedly leave you feeling motivated and inspired to pursue your own dreams, no matter how challenging they may seem. So let's give a warm welcome to the incredible Julie Uychiat! Yay!
Oh my God.
Grabe to. Matindi to.
Someday I'll be a triathlete, but right now, no. That's
Not
a
yet,
goal.
triathlete.
Ay, for sure na yan.
Claim it
Counted na. Yeah,
diba?
counted na yan, Julie.
Ayan. So I know, Dax, you will help me with this, ha? Can you
Sige lang.
describe your experience training and competing in the World Marathon Challenge? And was it what it was like to be the first Filipina and fastest Filipina to finish the race?
Yeah, I have to say it was really the most incredible, life-changing, epic adventure I've been a part of. The whole journey from training, preparation, and up to race day. So when I first signed up to do the World Marathon Challenge, I knew that if I finished the challenge, I would be the first Filipina. But to be honest, I didn't think much about the status or being the first or anything. I was more concerned about, am I able to finish this? And that's pretty much what the physical challenge, the mental challenge that I know I'm going to have to endure to get through and be successful at it was pretty much my biggest motivation in the beginning. But am I not happy and proud and feeling blessed? Of course, to be able to finish the way I did.
Dax, add on to that, because you train athletes all over the world. How do you, to the challenge, the motivation, and the focus on the training?
I think if you're gonna look what Julie did here, it's this is all mental, because it's 7 continents, 7 marathons, and she didn't just did it. She did it with passion. She did it with talagang grabe yung ginawa niya. She was like first place. She's beating everybody. So it's all mental. At the end of the day, kasi di ba sabi ko nga, the physical training is like in 21 days you can build a habit, and it's yours, and you're gonna enjoy it. But the mental part of this is tough. This is not just, that's the main thing na pag ganitong mga lumalapit na sa akin yung mga athletes that are coming to me, the mental thing is always the focus.
You just came from the emotional, mental training.
Emotional intelligence,
Emotional intelligence, training that you had.
Yeah.
Share a little bit of that.
Okay, so we have some, we're programmed ever since we're kids to fear what we have to fear. And then we're also like, but that has nothing to do with us. It's just the way we grew up and we were programmed. Like, I can make a concrete example. Like, in our culture, when your parents are like bringing you to the resort and they're always nervous, it's always restriction, not supervision, right? So instead of explaining what's going on, what's gonna happen, we just restrict our kids. Like example sa tubig. Like sasabihin na nanay mo, oh, huwag ka pupunta dyan, may nangunguha dyan, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so these are the things. But if you can break those barriers, just like what Julie did, you know, because
yes.
at the end of the day, it's just your mind. It's really all mental.
Ayan. How do you
Yeah.
stay motivated, Julie, and focus during the long distance races? And what strategies do you use to overcome mental and physical challenge?
Oh,
On
I
your part.
totally agree with what Coach Dax said about mental is super important, just as important, in my opinion, with the physical training and preparation. So I find inspiration in what I do. So I know that it's going to be super hard young training for the World Marathon Challenge. I knew that. So when I signed up, I already knew I have to find something that will give my running deeper meaning and purpose. And that's the reason why I started fundraising for Kalipay. I reached out to Kalipay, the orphanage in the foundation in Negros for abused kids. And because I just want to have deeper meaning, because I know I'm going to get tired. It's not always that you wake up every day excited to train. And also same with racing, right? So you have to be inspired. You have to have that motivation and inspiration to get you through. And then I think about all those kids that I'm running for. I think about the people who supported my cause. I can't just beat the mud in my training and then not perform in my race, you know. So those are the things that kept me motivated. And I also practice Miracle Morning. So before I go out to do my workout or my runs, I take the time to do some meditation or gratefulness journaling. I always think about 3 things I'm grateful for every morning. Set my mind in the right way to get ready for the day. And that's part of the routine that I do when I go out and train, and the same routine I do when I go out and race.
That's motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation is a challenge. Because, there's always a lazy moment for us. I
Yeah.
mean, we have to face it.
Yeah, for sure. Because, sometimes you feel like it just get old, and am I going to do this again? Why am I doing this? As a firm example is when I was talking to Beb, I was just telling her, Beb, the Beb that you're trying to be with right now and do stuff doesn't work. So let's give you a different purpose. So I told Beb, look for a higher purpose, because the world needs to experience you. And you have so much to offer, and you can change lives. Because Beb and I are closely exchanging scriptures and everything. So I told her, use this, because you cannot be the best version for others if you are not the best version of you. So
Agree.
Find the higher purpose than just the finish line, than just the numbers that you're gonna do. Because go out there, experience the world. That's the first thing that I want. I always tell people. You do not bring this to your grave. You have so much to offer to this world, and you can only do that if you're the best version of you.
Very well said. And Julie, as a female athlete, what obstacles have you faced in your career, and how have you overcome them? Can you share some advice for individuals who are new to endurance sports and looking to challenge themselves in new ways? And you can add on to that too, Dax, because it's about endurance.
To me, I'm not sure. I want to make sure I got your question right. Any obstacles that I've been through?
Yeah, as a female athlete. Kasi di ba yung endurance ng lalaki, tama ba ko?
It's
Endurance
different.
ng lalaki is different from the endurance of the babae.
Yeah, because the women, your threshold
Yeah.
is super high. That's why you can give birth and everything, and men can't. So that's one thing. That's science. That is very, very, very proven talaga.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. And but you know what? I've accepted it. I don't dwell on it, and I take it as okay. You accept that, and so far for the last 6 years since I discovered running, I just feel like, okay, this is I'm female, and but it doesn't mean that I can't be the best version of me. I don't have to be the next guy or whatever. You just focus on who you are, accept who you are, and be the best version of you, and be excellent in whatever you do, and show up every day and work hard. And so excellence become a habit, and then that's what you become. And my advice also for those who are pursuing or new to endurance sports, I think the most important thing is, what is it that gives you joy? Are you enjoying this? And if it is, to me, you go after the goals that when you sign up, you're not sure if you can do it. Because I believe in the quote that says, if your goal doesn't scare you, they aren't big enough. And I, for one, like actually, my coach asked me the other day if I would do Boston again. As much as I enjoyed Boston, I just don't want to repeat something I know I've already done. So that's why I went for something like the World Marathon Challenge, because it was very exciting to me to know and challenge myself, because I don't even know if I could do it when I signed up. And to me, those are the kind of goals that I want to go after, because I also know I'm very aware of the fact that I'm up there in age, and I don't know for how long I can stay healthy to do the rigorous training and the running and performing. So I just want to give it my best every single time I get, and every chance I get.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julie is actually 50 years old, but it's just a number, right?
Yeah, it's the number.
Yeah.
They said that saying, right, Julie? Stay young at your heart, so you could be that kid that will enjoy everything that you would do, but be old here. You learn here, you stay young here.
Yeah.
So, Julie,
Sure.
how do you balance training and competing with other aspects of your life, such as work and family obligations? That balance is important.
Of course, yeah. You know, like,
It is for sure. And I'm very blessed to have a very supportive husband. So he understood, and we he'll tell me, I'll support you through this. So in the past year, pretty much he sacrificed with me our time. But of course I have to give back. Like after the race that I'm about to do next month, then I promise him I'm going to take it easy. Stuff like that. There's just a trade-off. Also, work has been I've been very fortunate also that they have been super supportive, also knowing what my schedule looks like, and they've been very flexible about it. So I feel very lucky about it. But of course, we have to sacrifice, right? Because if you want to go after your goal, and if you want to be excellent, then it's going to require your time. And of course, you look at some things that you can trade off. Maybe the parties or going out with friends and dinners, maybe that's something that can wait after. So there's sacrifices. Obviously, we all have 24 hours a day, 168 hours every week. So you just look at how you manage your time and make sure that you make time for the important things around you, your family, your work, and maybe the other things like movies or Netflix. Those can wait after you achieve your goal.
Ayan. Sacrifice is balance to a healthy lifestyle.
of course, like for me, for my athletes, I make sure that if I can discuss it with the family para malaman yung goals ng athlete ko.
Support system.
Yeah,
Kailangan.
it is really like they're your foundation. They would understand you. They know if you're quiet. They would not like bother you. It's always nice that you lay it on the table with your family before you jumped in, and like what Julie said, you explain your goals, and then you would know your first team talaga. It takes a village for one success. It will be your family. It will be your family.
Ayan. So when you return on Anuna Bev, we will talk about how Julie made it as an accomplished athlete and role model, and the message she wants to share with young girls and women who may be interested in pursuing sports and athletics.
I'm a professional singer. That's how I support myself and my family. I'm a careful driver. The other car hit me. I ended up picking Richard Harris. Richard Harris is already an institution in Nevada. Dahil kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
I slipped. I hurt my tailbone. They sent me the bill. Si Richard Harris, siya lang ang tumanggap ng kaso ko. Tutulungan ka niya. Kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case.
Sabi ng patients ko, they don't need a colonoscopy because they don't feel anything. But colon cancer is a silent killer. It affects both men and women, mayaman man o mahirap. Have your colon checked.
Mobile Home Health, providing care in the comfort of your own home.
Serving Southern Nevada is our top priority.
And it's our greatest joy to help others stay safe and enjoy a better quality of life at home.
Because health is wealth.
There are children who've never had the experience of being a child. Bamboo Sunrise Foster Care serves underprivileged children.
We are known for exceptionally standard in delivering excellent services.
You can be a parent, make an impact on a child's life.
Finding the right dentist could sometimes be a challenge, but Dental Care of Las Vegas is a one-stop shop for oral hygiene.
We treat our patients as family.
Affordable financial arrangements are accepted. Call today, Dental Care of Las Vegas.
Welcome back to Ano Na Bev with Julie Uychiat. She dominated the World Marathon Challenge and still with us, si Coach Dax Timbol. Ayan. So, Dax, injury seems to be a part of the course. So, how do you manage and prevent injuries while training and competing?
I think in my experience, it's just really openness with your athletes and your athletes being open to the coach. Like for me, I always give them the access to call me or like text me. If it's important, dial me 3 times. If I couldn't answer the first 2, I'll pick it up. Kasi the communication is, you always have this push through attitude, right? Human beings, we're like that. So, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, especially, you got to realize that whatever injury that you will have can affect your life down the road, affect the whole family also. You're going to be, who's going to do things for you? So I always tell them, communicate well with your coaches, just do your due diligence. You feel off, I always have that saying, if you feel off, back off. Back off kagad. And then communicate it. Talk to your coaches.
Ikaw, Julie, how do you manage if there are any injuries on the training?
Yeah, so I incorporate, my coach also gives me strength training. We do yoga. We do body maintenance, and also same with Coach Dax. Just communicate with your coach as soon as something is off, and just listen to your body. And that's pretty much what I've done, and I've been successful with it, staying injury-free through all the training and racing that I've done in the last year.
Ayan. Can you talk about any future goals or races you have planned and what you hope to achieve in your athletic career?
To me, that's exciting. Like I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I know, like I promised my husband, I don't even want to discuss any next race with him right now.
What's next?
but I have to admit, I'm looking at there's this marathon des Sables. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It's in Morocco. It's not going to be this year. It's for next year. I'm looking at it. It's also a staged race. You go over the Sahara Desert and you carry everything with you, and you sleep in a tent. You bring your tent and everything to support you through the 6 days. So that's something I'm looking at, and something I'm very afraid.
Do you use any methods to recovery methods like after running? Diba yung iba kasi cryotherapy, iba masahe,
compression boots.
Compression boots.
Yeah, so I do the compression boots, I do the rollers, the foam rolling, stretching, and that's pretty much it.
What's the most effective recovery methods?
Part of the recovery method is also your nutrition. So it just depends. But basically for physical aspect, because I was talking about cellular aspect, of course, but the physical aspect, you got your compression boots. It just depends on the sports. But get your, like your cryo, like what you said, ice bath. These things you can do on your own. You don't have to have so much money. You can just throw ice right there in your tub. Like
Home
and it
remedies.
really works. It really
Yes.
works. Yung mga compression boots, they're very much available right now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
used to be really expensive, but they all have the same functions. I'm not like promoting anything, but find something that will hit your sweet spot.
Practical.
Practical,
So,
yeah.
what was your proudest
Yeah.
moment during the World Marathon Challenge, Julie?
Oh, it's almost like every finish. I was so proud. I was very proud just to finish Antarctica for sure, because I wasn't even sure if I could finish it. Obviously, I haven't trained 26.2 miles in that weather condition, snow, ice, and just the wind gust. And that's when I was super proud. And I thought, before I even got my medal, I told the photographer, I said, I need to get my flag. I want to raise a flag here. And that's going to mean a lot to me to do
Nice.
that. And then they said, let me take your picture with your medal and go get your flag. I said, okay.
Diba?
So I did that.
You always want to finish the race,
Oh,
no?
naman. Like, you gotta give it to Julie how she really did this and still was composed to I gotta have my flag. So as a coach for me, that's what I always like look forward. How my athletes
finish
will
race.
finish. Kasi are they like done? Like they're like
Pagod na.
super ngarag na, di ba? Di mo na maisip yan eh. But look at her. She's composed.
Ayan.
She knows what's going on. And I would say she could probably do another 13 miles after that. Like, just to say that.
Each continent,
Oh.
Julie, has its own type of
But-
terrain conditions and climate. You already talked a little bit of the cold. So, do you train and prepare since each location is different, or does it
Yeah.
matter? What were the different challenges you face with each continent? Like in Antarctica, it was freezing cold, diba, on
Yeah.
snow and ice.
Yeah, so I'm very fortunate then because I was able to go to Wisconsin, just before
Wisconsin.
going to the race. I trained in the snow and ice, so na-try ko yung mga gear ko, my shoes, kasi I never have a way. I'm in Arizona, so I didn't have a way to try them all on. So when I went to Wisconsin for a week, doon ko trinay yung gear, how many pairs of socks do I have to wear, how many tops, layers, at
And
what
mabigat.
temperature.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was able to do that. So going into the race, I was a little bit more comfortable kasi alam ko na ang pag temperature is this, alam ko ilang layers gagamitin ko. And then I already know na yung shoes na binili ko, this is the right shoes. Because I tried on siguro 3 pairs to see kung which one is the most comfortable na I feel like I have the right grip para sa ice. So again, very fortunate that I have the opportunity to train for a week in a cold temperature.
Ayan.
Syempre, I haven't trained na 45 miles per hour gusts sa Antarctica, but I already, the confidence is there because na yung gear ko alam ko. And then everything else beyond that, there's also that spiritual. So you train physical, mental, emotional. There's that spiritual part of me that you just let go. Some things you just have to let go and trust that the universe will be working in your favor, kind of type thing. So
Let go and let
when I was
God.
running, huh?
Let go and let God.
Yeah, for sure. And you leave it up to the higher being, God, and and it helps. So yeah, I feel like I was prepared because I was able to do that. And also in the hot, humid, I was able to go home sa Philippines ng December. I went to Kalipay to visit the kids in
Negros.
the orphanage, and I trained there also. I got the chance to run for, siguro I was there mga 10 days, I think. So
It was
I raced
humid.
there. Hot and humid, yeah.
Ayan.
So it was good training also because it helped when I was it was hot and humid, especially in Brazil. So it helped because I thought, okay, I've done this before. This is not anything new, so.
The
Those
adaptation of the body ducts kapag nagra-run ka, syempre according to the weather, so nag-adapt din yung
Oh,
body,
yes.
no?
Yes.
How long does it take?
Just-
Kasi 7 days, 7 continents. Parang 24 hours in a day. I mean, how can you adapt
Well,
to it
you
right
really
away?
need to like give
Like,
it to
right away, like-
to Julie how she did it. Para
I know,
siyang
ang galing.
para siyang at like anytime all terrain, parang all weather pa, like how she did it. Kasi right now I'm preparing my athletes training here to race in the Philippines. I put them in a tent. Particularly my brother, he's riding his bike sa tent because yung humidity and the weather, it affects your heart rate, and it just your fuel system. Pag nagpapalit yung heart rate mo, your fueling system also differs. So that's why Julie did it the right way, and this is the only right way, I guess, is for you guys that wants to do this, touch base with Julie.
Ayan. When we return on Ano Na Bev, the learning experience, completing the World Marathon in 7 days, 7 continents. Ayan. We will talk about Julie's experience in Dubai.
I'm a professional singer. That's how I support myself and my family. I'm a careful driver. The other car hit me. I ended up picking Richard Harris. Richard Harris is already an institution in Nevada. Dahil kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
I slipped. I hurt my tailbone. They sent me the bill. Si Richard Harris, siya lang ang tumanggap ng kaso ko. Tutulungan ka niya. Kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case.
Sabi ng patients ko, they don't need a colonoscopy because they don't feel anything. But colon cancer is a silent killer. It affects both men and women, mayaman man o mahirap. Have your colon checked.
Mobile Home Health, providing care in the comfort of your own home.
Serving Southern Nevada is our top priority.
And it's our greatest joy to help others stay safe and enjoy a better quality of life at home.
Because health is wealth.
There are children who've never had the experience of being a child. Bamboo Sunrise Foster Care serves underprivileged children.
We are known for exceptionally standard in delivering excellent services.
You can be a parent, make an impact on a child's life.
We at Dental Care of Las Vegas are very committed to give you the best smile, Southern Nevada. We treat our patients as family. In our practice, we are really committed to give the best dental care.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Welcome back to Ano Na Bev. Ayan, still with us, Coach Dax Timbol and Julie. Ayan, Julie, what does it mean to you to be the first Filipina, Ilongga man gid, and fastest Filipino to compete the World Marathon Challenge?
Syempre, super proud. Very grateful. Sometimes I hesitate to accept yung fastest kasi I don't want to take away yung ginawa ng isang Filipino in 2020. I don't want to take it away from him, the prestige and honor that he was the first one to do it. But don't get me wrong, I didn't expect to do as well as I did. And I feel like the stars aligned, and I've been very blessed to finish the way I did, for sure. So very proud, very overwhelmed. The whole Philippines, I can't believe the outpouring of love and support, messages, Facebook, people reached out to me, and I'm very excited. And actually, there was a commendation at the Senate office, and they told me that they're going to give it to me March 7th. So I'm going to go home for it. I'm very excited to be there and accept it. And I can't believe everything that's happening to me. Sometimes I question, like, what did I do?
Overwhelmed pa.
Overwhelmed pa. Like it's a dream. Like I can't
surreal.
believe it.
It's so surreal.
Yeah.
Surreal, yes, that's the word.
Claim
Very
it because
surreal.
you own it.
Yes,
Own it na.
yes.
Kasi, diba, you work hard
And
for it din naman.
records naman are meant to
your
be
story
broken.
is super inspiring din naman, and you're very humble because you always say that it's not even a title because you don't even wanna own it.
It is.
Diba? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're
part of me
50-year-old,
I
and
wish
not
my
everyone
mom
can
is
do
still
the
around.
same. Not everyone have that endurance.
Yeah, I
and
think
strength.
Julie just look at it this way, right? The records are meant to be broken anyways in the first place, right? So let's be proud and let's challenge another Filipina or another Filipino to inspire them and guide them. So, until this is a sport that we can really excel. right?
Yeah.
And
For
Julie
sure.
already proven it. I mean, with proper
Yeah.
guidance and everything, we could be something with in the sports. And Julie,
yeah.
take it because you're gonna inspire young people, different all demographics, and guide them to beat your record. That's just how it is.
Yeah, diba?
I
So ito
agree.
pa.
I agree.
Ito pa, Julie,
I
yung in
agree.
Dubai naman, kasi we talked about the Antarctica experience, yung snow. In Dubai naman, so Dubai, did everyone run at nighttime? Bakit?
Oh yeah, kasi the whole goal is to finish in 168 hours. But this is the first World Marathon Challenge after COVID. So there's some like restrictions, and the plane we had issues after Antarctica and Cape Town. We got delayed because of the plane, the logistics and everything. So hindi kami makaalis for Australia as scheduled. So everything else got postponed. And the goal is, as soon as we land in one continent, they take you on the bus, you go to the race site, and then you run. And after the run, you go back. We pretty much eat and sleep sa plane. And that's pretty much, and in the last 5 races, we have to rush. So it happened, it was during sunset in Dubai. So yeah, we ran at night.
Nighttime na.
Yeah, and
Was it a
Miami too.
challenge?
We started the race at midnight in Miami.
Midnight. Grabe.
Yeah.
Super challenging yung Dubai.
Anytime nga.
Yeah.
Anytime, all the time.
Anytime. Kasi anytime you
80.
have, you go.
Yeah.
Tapos, yung Dubai is very special to me. Kasi if you look at how I ranked, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and Dubai was the first, and it so happened to be Asia. So very proud ako.
Ang
And then when
galing.
I went to, I went around the aid station, somebody called me, Mom Julie, and I looked, I know it was somebody's Filipino, and he and his friend were there supporting. So I was very proud na may kababayan doon na supported me. And when I finished, they didn't even know I won first place, and I told them, I said, I can't find my flag. Let's post with my flag. But I posted with them, and
Grabe.
yeah, it was very special for it to happen in Asia, and then there's kababayans there, and
Tons of
yeah,
OFWs
it was
in
really
Dubai.
special.
Yes. Ayan. So finally, Julie, can you share any memorable or significant moments from your athletic career that have shaped you as a person and as an athlete?
Yeah, to be honest with you, because I didn't have any running background, right? I didn't really discover running until 44 years old na ako. And then when I was going for my
44.
first...
44. You said 44, not 40. 44.
44. Yes.
You discovered that when you were 44 years old that you have a talent in running.
Kasi growing up in the Philippines, my parents weren't athletes, and my mom was a teacher, so her focus was more academics. Like they didn't really expose us to sports. And yeah, it just wasn't until 6 years ago when I discovered marathon running. My very first race, I didn't have proper training. I just Googled online training plan. I had a coach that I hired online just to help me if it's the correct training plan or not. It wasn't a very strong partnership of coach-athlete kind of thing. So I ran the race not really knowing, no expectations whatsoever, and I Boston qualified my first race. I beat it by 15 minutes. So that was pretty much, to me, was the highlight of my running journey, because that was when I realized, I sat down and realized when everything started sinking in, I thought, oh wow, this is a gift that I've been blessed with later in life. And what can I do with this gift? That's pretty much what triggered me to go after bigger goals, and then slowly going for higher purpose and giving meaning to what I do, and have this mission to help others through my running. And
what
that's
an
pretty much what
inspiration.
inspired the whole thing for me, was when I discovered that, wow, it's a gift. Some people work years to Boston qualify, and I didn't feel like I even had the proper training, no expectation going into the race, and to do what I did, I thought, this is something special, and I want to do something with it.
Hey, it's a personal question. I'm just curious of how tall are you, Julie?
5'4".
You're 5'4". Does it matter with the strides of how yung lakwat
It
ng
does.
strides
I
mo?
mean, like long legs, right? I mean, but I guess It's just your will and your heart. If you put a clear intention of what you want to do and what to happen,
To have that speed.
and also consider the fact that there's process, and you also embrace. You don't end by just manifesting the result, but you want to manifest the process. You have to know what you have, and you need to work on what you have. So,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is. You cannot have something that is not yours, and you do it. So just focus on you talaga. You really need to do you.
Yeah.
Really need
Yeah,
to
like for me, for example, I don't have the best what do you call that, coach? Like
Cadence?
stride or
Cadence, stride.
cadence is good. My
Okay.
cadence is good, but my form, I
Yeah.
heel stride.
Form.
So I'm
Is
not
there
very
such
good
a
at
form?
it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I reach out to coaches too, like, hey, can you correct my stance? I have this friend I talked to also. And sabi niya, no, just focus on pag long distance kasi if you correct it, you may look good, but
Yeah.
you might slow down. So
Yeah, that's true.
Your most natural stride is your most efficient stride. So just build on that. And then, my coach, obviously, Coach Shangri-La, has been helping me throughout the journey, getting me ready for all these races.
If I may add to that one, I also believe in the function. Like if it looks ugly but functional and fast and doesn't hurt you, keep it ugly. Because sometimes in my experience, like no, because this is true. Like
It's true.
Everybody's will not have the same range of motion. So who's the modality, right? So me, I look at the range of motion and the mobility and previous injuries that like impedes the natural movement of a person. So if you're changing that and then it hurts them, then you're doing it wrong, right? So it's always if it's functional, fast, and ugly, keep it ugly.
Keep it
Yeah,
ugly. Ayan.
that's mine's ugly. I keep it. And then they said just add
Personalism.
more ab workouts, strengthen your core.
Basta walang pain, no?
Yeah, walang pain.
Comfort
Kasi,
lahat.
like, especially for Julie, started at 44 years old. Right? This is not, she started like when she was 4, where you can really change everything.
Yeah.
So I think she's like, you got to give it to her and the coach and the people behind her. That's just really like, they let Julie be Julie. That's the main thing.
Ayan, let Julie be Julie. Such an honor to be with you both today, Julie and Dax.
Thank you.
Guys Julie, you're such
Thank
an
you both.
inspiration, and Dax, thank you for your insights.
No problem. Anytime. Basta mga kabeb.
Mga kabev, di ba? Ayan, batiin mo yung mga Ilonggong mga nanunood, lahat ng mga kababayan natin sa Ilonggo, at saka sa yung foundation mo na sinusuportahan mo. How much did you raise and how much more do you need to support them?
I actually raised siguro mga $30,000.
$30,000. Ayan.
Yeah. And then my husband actually sabi niya na whatever I raise he will match. So may
Ang
utang pa siya.
galing.
Good
Ayan
job.
si husband. $60,000
Yeah.
for the
So open pa ngayon kung gusto niya mag-donate.
mag-donate.
do I speak
Ayan, lalagay
Ilonggo?
natin yung GCash and bank account para sa mga victims ng ano nga yun, ni Llorente Foundation?
Yeah, so it's the Kalipay Foundation.
Kalipayan
What they
Foundation?
do is, they get all the abandoned and abused kids sa
Ayan.
Negros, and then they put them to school, give them shelter, clothing. Just so everybody knows, $20, for example, can support one kid in 1 month. So
Ayan.
it's gonna go a long way.
Comes a long way.
$20. Yeah.
Ayan.
So any amount, big or small, papasalamatan namin.
Ayan, ang
Kasi
galing.
it's gonna make a big difference.
Thank you, Julie, for all
Dudossi.
that you do and for all that you are. You're always super selfless and super humble ka talaga.
Grabe.
Grabe, ang galing. So, ladies and
Coach,
gentlemen, life is like a race. First, we need to follow the right course. Second, focus on the finish line. And third, overcome the challenge along the way. We need to have endurance. Our faith, we must defend. Keep enduring to the end. Maraming salamat po! And subscribe na!
Salamat.
I'm a professional singer. That's how I support myself and my family. I'm a careful driver. The other car hit me. I ended up picking Richard Harris. Richard Harris is already an institution in Nevada. Dahil kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
I slipped. I hurt my tailbone. They sent me the bill. Si Richard Harris, siya lang ang tumanggap ng kaso ko. Tutulungan ka niya. Kay Richard Harris, tanggal ang worries.
The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case.
Sabi ng patients ko, they don't need a colonoscopy because they don't feel anything. But colon cancer is a silent killer. It affects both men and women, mayaman man o mahirap. Have your colon checked.
Mobile Home Health, providing care in the comfort of your own home.
Serving Southern Nevada is our top priority.
And it's our greatest joy to help others stay safe and enjoy a better quality of life at home.
There are children who've never had the experience of being a child. Bamboo Sunrise Foster Care serves underprivileged children.
We are known for exceptional standard in delivering excellent services.
You can be a parent, make an impact on a child's life.
Finding the right dentist could sometimes be a challenge, but Dental Care of Las Vegas is a one-stop shop for oral hygiene.
We treat our patients as family.
Affordable financial arrangements are accepted. Call today, Dental Care of Las Vegas.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.